You finally got it all. You got all the success that you always wanted. You bought a nice house at the beach, and you moved there with your beautiful wife. You decide to take a stroll along the shore, enjoying the breeze and the waves. You smile and think to yourself, this is it. This is the life. But then, suddenly without warning, you lose your consciousness and you collapse on the sand. You wake up in a hospital bed, surrounded by machines and wires. You see your wife next to you, sobbing uncontrollably. You try to speak to her, but she can't hear you. She just hugs you and cries. Then the doctor comes in the room, and after a few sentences that were supposed to prepare you for what he is about to say to you, he says that you have an inoperable brain tumor. You can't believe it. Why? What have I done wrong? Was there a way to prevent this?
Somewhere between 1 in 3 and 1 in 4 chance anyone listening to this or watching this is going to get cancer in their lifetime.
What's the probability they will die from that
Half
cancer?
of that. About a 1 in 6 chance of dying.
Although we can't prevent it completely, we can at least significantly reduce the risk of getting a cancer.
We want to differentiate between what are called germline mutations and somatic mutations. 95+% of cancers are not arising from germline mutations. They are arising from somatic mutations or acquired mutations. So the question then becomes, what is driving somatic mutation?
Tune in, because these 5 things that I'm about to share with you might save your life. Have you ever gone outside on a sunny day and felt the warmth of the sun on your skin? It feels good, right? But did you know that too much sun exposure can also raise your risk for skin cancer? When UV light enters skin cells, it can harm the genetic material called DNA within. DNA damage can cause changes to cells that make them rapidly grow and divide. This can lead to abnormal growths called tumors, which can be non-cancerous or cancerous. So, how can we protect ourselves from the harmful effects of the sun? Apply sunscreen, wear a hat, or try to avoid the sun in its most powerful hours if possible. There was probably a time where you went out to eat at McDonald's and thought that this is a good way to save time when you are hungry. Although you may save an hour now, you are risking the rest of the time you have on this earth. Even if you have a normal weight, eating fast food can still increase your risk of getting a cancer. How? Let me explain. Fast food is usually high in calories, fat, sugar, salt, and additives. These ingredients can have harmful effects on your body. For example, salt can raise your blood pressure and increase your risk of getting a cancer. The recommended daily intake of salt for adults is less than 5 grams, which is equivalent to about 1 teaspoon. You can only imagine how easily surpassed that when you visit fast food. Fast food also contains artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and other chemicals that are added to make it more addictive. You probably aren't hungry when you go around McDonald's, but your body just craves the poison. So next time that you are about to visit a fast food, think about it for a second. Everyone already knows that smoking causes cancer, and everyone already heard that a million times, so that's why I won't mention that in this video. What everyone doesn't know is that we can get cancer from drinking tap water. There are a lot of bad contaminants in our tap water, but one of the worst one is PFAS chemicals. Smoking cigarettes causes about 3 out of every 10 cancer deaths. PFAS cause. Yeah, we don't know how many they cause. We have been drinking them for several years. Yet, we actually still don't know many things about them. What if they are even worse than smoking cigarettes? Who knows? But we can certainly consider protecting ourselves against them. How can we do that? These aren't cheap solutions, but if you can afford to buy a good water filter or order water in glass, you will reduce how many of them will get in your body. It has become normal to go out to drink at the Friday's night, and then on Saturday's night. Having a drink few times a year won't harm you, or will it? Let's see. Obviously, the more alcohol you drink, the higher your risk of developing a cancer. One study shows that even one drink per day can increase your risk of breast cancer by 7 to 10%. You might think, alright, then I'm fine, I drink only once a week. If you thought that, these studies might shock you. According to one study, women who binge drink, have 4 or more drinks in one sitting, once a week have a 55% higher risk of a breast cancer than women who do not binge drink. Another study shows that binge drinking only once a month can increase the risk of a colorectal cancer by 22% for men. In today's world, everything is made of plastic. The bad thing is that every time we touch it, some of it gets in our body and it can increase the risk of getting cancer. First step to lower the plastic in our body is to avoid touching plastic as much as possible. You can do that by buying non-plastic clothes, saying no thanks when the cashier offers you a receipt, and not buying your water in plastic bottles. Step 2 is to get rid of the plastic that already got inside your body. You can achieve that by sweating. Whenever you choose to do that by going in a sauna or by going for a run, it's up to you. The only thing to remember is to towel off the plastic that you sweated off from your skin. With these 5 ways, you will lower the risk of you getting cancer by a significant amount. If you are new here and you would want to learn more about how to become healthier and how to use your body on 100%, subscribe and I will unlock your full potential with biohacking.